Okay.
Our Friday is about to go good because it's a great drink because I done made it, you know.
Okay.
What is
Today we're having a Perry Good margarita. I love good margarita. I'm gonna keep it simple for you. Now, all you gotta do is combine 1 pear of pear juice. This is for you, Jeannie. You and your, you know, healthy stuff,
I like
all right?
organic stuff, yep.
Right,
So
that's
1
the
cup of pear juice.
1 cup of pear juice.
Okay.
And then 2 ounces of tequila.
Ooh, nice.
One ounce of triple sec. Then you're gonna add a dash of, this is honey? Yeah.
Oh, honey's so
cup
good.
of
Honey is such a
teaspoon
yummy
of honey.
natural sweetener.
Actually, they want me to make it a little sweet. 2 tablespoons of
2
honey.
tablespoons.
There we go. Mix that in
Yummy.
and get that little flavor. A dash of cinnamon, just a dash.
Oh, that gives it that fall kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then 1 sprig of rosemary into the mixing glass to help stir it up, and you get that flavor, right?
Yeah,
Judy?
that's what
I get it, yeah.
How to do that.
There's
And we've got a cinnamon
It's
stick in here
good.
too, super
It's
chic.
such a, like, you could cozy up by the fireplace with this. I could
And
put
then
a
you just
cashmere
mix it up,
sweater.
you pour it over a glass of ice like that. Well, actually, before you do that, to really get it cold, because
Yeah.
this is really hot,
Yeah.
put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour so that the flavors
An
can melt
hour?
together. Yeah, an hour. You
Have
can,
to
you
wait
know,
an hour?
get it on and do an hour. You watch an episode of The Real for an hour. Then you come back, it's
Okay.
chilled. You pour it over some ice.
Okay.
Like that. Then you take your little cinnamon stick, and then you got another rosemary for the
Fancy.
garnish, and then you put a paper straw for Jeannie. All right.
You save the turtles.
Who's ready for girl chat?
So ready. Thank you.
Let me tell you how it's good. Hold on.
What?
Oh.
Oh, the pop is good.
Oh,
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
yes. Cheers, ladies. All
Cheers.
right.
Cheers to Tisha.
Okay, my face. First up, we always have such a great girl chat on Fridays. You already know what's up. But have you ever thought about why? Well, a user on the site, Cora, might have figured it out asking the question, why do people have better conversations when they drink alcohol? Ladies, do you agree that our beverages make us better conversationalists?
Yeah. Well, it depends on how
Really?
many you have.
Yeah.
If you've had 1 or 2, maybe. But if you had more than that, then
Well,
you start
for me,
slurring.
it's 5 or 6. I
5
can
or
handle.
6?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
bigger.
you can handle a lot.
Yeah, I
You
got-
are, yeah.
I'm a
Then the
cheap date.
conversation just gets weird.
Yeah, then it gets weird and loud.
I just get louder.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, I think that why people feel that way is because they start to just feel more comfortable.
Yeah, less
They start to
inhibitions.
relax. They have less inhibition, so the conversation just becomes more natural. And if we're being honest, a lot of people say that alcohol is a truth serum.
Yeah.
So you end up having like deep conversation. I know people that get mad. Do I get mad deep?
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you
think
do.
you do.
I will tell
You
you
do.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm on an airplane with Tam.
But that's the good thing.
I like
when you
that.
go out on a date, that's why, you know, I'm like, I limit myself.
Know your limit.
Yeah.
What would be your limit if you're on a date?
Like 3. You
3?
know? Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
limit them?
That's a limit.
No,
Or
I'm
you're trying to get them to
See,
drink
it
more?
depends. See, when I was first dating James, I was getting him lit because I wanted to hear everything,
Yeah.
you know.
Smart.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Smart.
That's what you do.
What
You
was
get him
James,
lit.
What was James' limit? Like, when did you start seeing him?
He's like 2. He's a
Yeah,
lightweight.
so-
You
yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
why we get
yeah,
along.
he like you. Yeah, y'all lightweight. But it was like, but I pushed it to 3, you know, because I didn't know his limit at the time. So
Okay.
I pushed it to 3.
What happened?
And then by the time 3 was like, I was like, ooh, he was crying and stuff and singing the Beatles. He was singing the Beatles. I was like, talking about yesterday. I was like, what? Sing
I
that
do
song?
have a video of James when he visited, you know, Napa. Do you remember what he was doing to you?
Do we have the video?
I was
We
lit,
don't
too.
have the video, but he was like, he was all
Oh,
on
yeah.
doing
Yeah,
like
I
this.
remember that.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
I'll post it on my IG, okay?
Yes.
I'll post it on my IG.
Gyration.
There was a gyration.
Yeah, so that's a good way, ladies. But the one thing he was a total gentleman.
Always.
And that's the thing. That's why I say sometimes you can tell a lot about a person. You know, you can you can find out their political aspirations or their political views, things like that. It's like just, you know, it is inhibitions that are released.
Yes.
And sometimes, like, I feel like they say a drunk mouth speaks a sober heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's what I've always been, you know.
heard of
It's a good
Yeah.
icebreaker.
Yeah.
I do think, okay, so I don't need alcohol to open up because I'm I just think
Yeah.
with my
We
mouth.
know,
Like,
Jen.
No.
you're gonna get what you're
You're
gonna
fun,
get no matter
though.
what. So if I drink, I get a little crazier. But I noticed that if you drink and you find yourself opening up and becoming a different person that you enjoy better, that's when you got to check yourself a little bit because
Right.
you know what I mean? Because you think too much. You're over controlling of yourself. So you're only letting yourself have fun when you just let loose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about alcoholism. That's like a different stuff,
Right, right.
But I know some people where they're like, I only have fun when I drink, but that's only because they needed permission to let go.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta let go yourself.
Yeah.
That means you gotta open up yourself.
But it's okay, you know, having one or two. I know when I have one or two,
It gives you permission.
yeah, I giggle a lot.
Yeah.
And I actually love to dance.
Yeah.
Like, and I dance differently when I've been drinking. I mean,
Oh,
feel
oh,
that. Hey. Oh my God.
I'm seeing a little more. Stay in there.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a little.
okay. This was the video I took at Tyler Perry's studio opening.
Yeah.
They were doing the wobble. Now you see, Tam got some rhythm. Look at Tam. But no. Keep it ready for a
Let's
minute.
see Jeezy and
Look
Jeannie in the background.
Look in the back. Look in the back. You see that white coat?
That's Jeezy.
That's Jeezy. Cause I didn't realize it. I wouldn't have.
Oh, there's
but-
Jeannie. Oh my
and
God,
that's-
you guys caught us on video?
Yeah, and I didn't realize it until after I put it up that it was you guys, and so I'm sorry. I should have asked your permission.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's all right.
No, it's
but I didn't
okay.
realize it until, and
No,
I was
he
like,
loves
oh,
to
y'all,
dance,
you know, so y'all know their relationship is real. I'll tell you that.
yeah,
Okay.
Well, another thing that gets real is when you're trying to get a job.
Yes.
If you're going on a job interview, you're definitely going to need to have some good conversation skills. Recently, a woman wrote into Greg Giangrande's New York Post advice column, sparking a conversation about what it's like to interview after you turn 50. The woman said, quote, I'm in my 50s and looking for a job for the first time in 25 years. I've had great success in my career, but I don't seem to be getting much traction. I'm also feeling a little old and dated in job interviews. Any advice for an old-timer? So, ladies, how do you think you can appear fab at 50 when it comes to interviewing for a job or a role?
Well, first of all, stop calling yourself an old
Exactly.
timer. You not
That's in your
old.
mind.
Yeah.
First part.
Change that attitude.
For sure.
Well,
That's the first step.
Remember earlier in the week, I said to y'all, I keeps me a millennial around me at
Yes.
all times.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful because it does honestly keep you current with what's happening now. And most likely, when you're going in for an interview, you're going to be interviewing, somebody's going to be interviewing you, and they're half your age.
Yeah.
More than likely. So you have to have, be up on terminologies, or you have to kind of be in the know, I
Yeah.
think, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And up on, I'm sure they have it on the internet somewhere, the best way to interview.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with somebody that's half your age.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay, that's true. I think it is so important to have the relatability so you don't seem
Yeah.
dated.
Yeah.
But I also think the one thing that elder or older people have that millennials will never have is that wisdom.
Yeah.
That is so
Yes.
essential
Share
to
that.
a company, right?
Yeah.
When you just seem like you have the intuition. I think the most favorable thing to find an asset in employees is just that they have instinct and intuition. Sometimes that comes from being a mom. Sometimes that comes from having been through so many businesses and see how it works,
Yeah,
how
your
to know
experience.
certain things, how they have staying power, and how to set up structure that you don't
Absolutely.
know.
Wisdom and drive.
Yes, and loyalty. Millennials aren't always loyal because they can't always keep a job for a long time. Sometimes they're in transition. It's not that they don't mean to, it's just that they can't
They
have a
change
job
jobs.
and stay there for like 25 years, like my dad, So I just think there are some beautiful assets to an older person that I would look for.
And they can use those assets. Like your age, you can use it as an asset. Like you just
It
said,
is,
tell them,
yes.
hello, I have so much life experience. I have so much job experience. Like I've done all these things. So true.
What were we gonna say?
What about therapy? That's
Yes.
what you've taught me. So
Yeah.
when you think of an interview, you guys always say, when you look good, you feel good.
Yes.
So I would make sure that I would give myself a little makeover.
Yeah.
Like maybe change your hair a little bit.
Yes.
Make sure you don't wear your joggers from the 80s, like to your interview.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think that'll give you the confidence that you need as you walk in. And I think that's one of the first things
That's a
that they
good
see.
point.
Do you think they're
That's so
understanding
strong,
trends
yes.
too?
The whole out, you know, like old players, get rid of that Bluetooth. Don't walk up in there, you know, thinking you playing with
This
that
is
Bluetooth.
true.
Take that Bluetooth
Yes.
out. Get you a nice human hair lace wig. If you need to put some hair on your head. No, I'm serious.
It's true.
Because make yourself look younger. Just because you'll be surprised
Good.
what a little bit of makeup,
A
a little bit of hair, or getting your hair done will do for your whole...
To refresh your whole
Right.
situation. Guys, I actually heard, and this goes for any age, I heard some really good advice about actually going and doing job interviews for jobs that you are actually not so interested in doing. So that
Really?
you've heard that before too, right? Like actually go in for interviews that you're not interested in so that you can get back
Practice.
into the
The groove?
swing of things of how to do it. Like, let's be honest, even going and doing auditions,
Yes.
sometimes you can get super stale on doing that. What is that? That's another word for it, but you know what I mean. Like, you just haven't done it in a long time.
Yep.
So you go in there, you feel it out, you're like, oh, and then you walk out of there, you're like, I killed that interview and I didn't even want that job.
Right.
I'm about to go kill it for
Yeah,
the one that I
that's a good
actually
idea.
really want.
Also, it's really understanding pop culture. You know, tap into what's
Stay up with the
happening
times.
today. You know, go look at, you know, what I try to do is I keep up with Spotify and Pandora so
Yeah,
that when
tech.
the new,
I think-
music comes out,
Yeah.
then I kind of know. Even if you watch our
that's
show,
yes.
we'll tell
Yeah,
you.
you can learn a
right.
lot.
We will definitely tell you
Yes.
how to stay young.
Yes.
Stay
You know.
down.
That's okay, guys. I got another one. I'm just putting it out
What's
there.
another
Okay.
one?
And this again goes. Sometimes people feel like they're too young for a job. The same way that you can feel like you might be older or you might feel super mature to go in for a job. There are people that sometimes are qualified, but there's ageism for young people as well. Sometimes they say it's best to actually remove the dates of the jobs that you worked on your resume.
Really?
Yeah, you can say, I graduated from this school. You don't have to say what year you graduated from that school. It is not required to have
Right,
the dates
'cause of
on
age.
your
That's
a
resume.
good That's
really
tip.
good.
And that removes the ageism.
Yeah.
Good
But
advice.
also your like your eyewear. You know, if you know you need reading glasses, maybe you should look into trying to get contacts and things like that, so you ain't sitting up there. You know, it's just things that we
Or
do.
fashionable
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah,
Make it
fashionable glasses.
fashionable.
You know, it's a lot of stuff. But we gonna keep giving
Yeah,
y'all tips.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of great advice, guys.